and good evening, everyone. Yes, I'm William Eccles, the co-founder of The Commitment. Our aim is to speed up government action on climate change and biodiversity loss, putting them higher on politicians' agendas. We believe these are the two greatest threats to our civilization. In a nutshell, politicians believe that bold action on the climate and biodiversity is not popular with voters, and so they do too little. For example, the UK government has declared a climate emergency, and so have 300 out of 404 councils, but their actions have simply not matched their words. Voters increasingly understand that if we don't have a healthy planet, we won't have a flourishing society. And this slide is from the cover of one of our research reports. This is its central finding: UK citizens want the government to do more. And based on research from Climate Outreach, 4.8 million people already vote on the basis of climate. That's 12% of the voting population. Our answer to this is to focus on politicians' primary motivation, the thing that comes above all else: to be in power. They can't affect change if they're not elected. We show them that their voters want action, and we focus on the politicians who have the most slender majorities, where their grip on power is weakest. Elections are won and lost over marginal seats. Central party policymakers will pay attention too. And it's not just MPs, members of the Scottish and Welsh Parliaments, the Northern Irish Assembly, mayors, councillors. They all have power over the climate and biodiversity. Our mechanism is simple and powerful. First, people declare that they will put a healthy planet at the heart of their decision when they vote. Secondly, they explain why they're doing this, clearly differentiating the commitment from a petition. They use their own words and any medium. We've had prose, photos, paintings, poetry, a song, even a video. And here are 3 examples that speak for themselves. We will put voters' commitments together and take them to their politicians, showing them that they need to put the climate and biodiversity higher up their agendas. So, how are we different from everyone else working in the field? We're unique in focusing on the power of the local vote, adding to the educating, lobbying, protesting, researching of others. We are positive, collaborative, forward-looking, and strictly non-aligned to any political party. Politicians are receptive to this, more likely to listen and respond. We don't need to shout. We represent the people who elect them. And we're determined to complement rather than compete with other organizations and are forming partnerships to do this. Politicians' responses have been very encouraging, unanimous in saying that it is people's personal statements that give the commitment its power. And we've found that we can get their attention with a surprisingly small number of commitments. Our 2 primary measures of success will be politicians' words and subsequent actions, and the number of people who make the commitment, and critically, they're spread across UK society. We were established 18 months ago and have since grown to a team of 6. We've tested the concept in interviews with over 300 people inside and outside the sector and conducted formal, structured research with voters and politicians. We've collected a broad sample of 600 commitments, inviting comments on our approach. These have given us rich and heartening feedback. The conclusions from all of this are really positive. We have a robust concept that can be taken to scale and have a substantial impact. Our next step is to run live trials in the May 2021 elections in England and Scotland. There is a natural rhythm to our work, with elections every May, leading up to the general election due in December 2024. By then, we plan to have over 1 million commitments. For May next year, we've chosen 3 targets: the Mayor of the West Midlands, the Member of the Scottish Parliament for Dumbarton, and the councillors of the City of Derby. In all these places, the elected politicians have very slender majorities. Any money you give this evening will go towards supporting the promotion of the commitment in the May 2021 election trials. We need £70,000 to do this well. We've raised 20,000 already and are confident of another 20,000. Anything you give tonight will go towards closing the gap of 30,000 that remains. And based on what we learned from these trials, we will take the commitment to scale throughout the UK. Thank you.